Finally.
We're back.
After months of waiting, thousands, would you say thousands of messages?
Millions, I'd say.
Thousands.
Asking where we were.
Yeah.
Emails, letters, the whole thing.
Yeah.
You guys are obsessed with us.
They
and that's
blew us
okay.
up.
What's
you guys really blew
what's
us
the
up.
dot dash dash dot dash?
Morse code.
Thank you. Morse telegrams.
Telegrams. We got some
Carrier
telegrams
pigeons.
even.
Every
Yeah.
sort of communication imaginable.
Yeah.
There's some things that Seth doesn't know, and then other things he just really knows.
Telegram,
Like telegram,
or
Morse
whatever,
code,
right
Morse
away.
code. What if I was like, I can spell out words?
The
dot,
other
dot,
day-
dash, dot.
Shocking.
So I always think of Seth as like kind of our age. Like obviously he's younger, but like our age. And
He's a baby.
Remember we were talking about voicemails? Like he didn't know that. Remember in the olden days when you would get a voice note, mail? Hello?
Voice note.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
voice note.
Slip
Just
up.
showing.
My parents used to be like, "Hi, it's Mom calling at 3 p.m. on a Thursday," because there was literally he was like, "What do you mean she had to say the time and day?"
Yeah.
It's like we didn't have any idea of that.
And it's like, we're
What?
only 40 years older.
Yeah, it's not
Exactly.
that different.
It
Yeah.
shows how much technology has changed in such a short amount of time.
Right.
And on that note, we have a shocking Reddit story.
On the notes of the
Reading
magic
this.
of the internet. We're trying to be trendy like all those other podcasts that are reading Reddit stories and we just respond to them.
Yeah.
Exposed us.
We're super trendy.
You
We
should have
are
said this was
trendy.
an original idea.
Yeah.
We are the first to do this.
Yeah.
No one has come before and done this.
No.
And no one will be after.
Ever.
Period.
So we're going to read a story. We're going to react to it.
Hit it.
So I take this girl out to a bar/restaurant, meeting her for the first time after talking on an online dating site. Her profile said she was a secretary or something. After she orders her food, she drops the bomb.
What?
I'm just making sure that
What
this
was
is
this?
it's just my TikTok I posted today. Follow me on TikTok. She tells me for the past 7 years, she has been a professional dominatrix.
Oh, ew, that's a good twist.
So I'm an open-minded guy. I'm cool with
that
this.
says every man who's not
I'm
open-minded.
open-minded.
I'm an open-minded guy,
He's
okay? But
like-
I draw the line at women having power.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not
Absolutely
taking her
not.
home to mom, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Right.
no.
Yeah.
Right.
Because she's a...
Yeah.
She's a
She's
slut.
a hoe.
By the way, we don't believe that.
No, we are sluts. So I'm an open-minded guy. I'm cool with this. She probably has some funny stories, right? Well, she starts telling me these stories, and for the first half hour or so, they are pretty entertaining. Eventually, though, I want to talk about other things. However, anytime I try to change the subject, she immediately brings it back to the dudes she pooped on. It got weird.
Oh.
I could barely get a word in. She basically didn't take a breath for 3 hours. Again, I'm a really open-minded guy.
What does that mean?
But there's only so many consecutive stories of ball gags and double-sided dildo butt fucking a person can take before even the most open-minded amongst us starts to feel
If he
uncomfortable.
says open-minded one more time.
I
Take a
know.
shot.
We're really closed-minded here.
At one point, I excuse myself to go to the bathroom. As I stand up and turn around, she seizes this chance to smack my butt and says, "Your ass looks like a baby pumpkin. I could bounce a quarter off it and get back 2 dimes and a nickel."
I just don't. How? Does
Okay,
your
POV,
brain
someone
go
says that
there?
to you. How do you react?
I would be like this, huh?
Be like, first of all, that pickup line was 7 minutes long.
Yeah.
Just say I have a nice ass.
Yeah.
What's with the pumpkin and the dimes and the
Unless
nickels?
you got
Yeah,
that
the
off
exact
online
change.
and memorized it. Why?
Why?
Why did you
Yeah.
say it?
Yeah.
Why'd you say it?
God. After a nice ass slap. Okay.
I think Alexa likes it.
No, it was reminding me of that man that I was to slap my ass.
Which we've all heard the story.
Yes.
Yep.
Good times.
Lost my spot. There it is. Keep in mind, this lady is a professional. It was crisp and painful. To put this in perspective,
Oh my
I was wearing
God.
thick jeans. She hit me in my back pocket, and when I checked myself for damage in the bathroom, there was a clear, fat, red handprint on my butt cheek. Like I could see the lines in her hand. I could have mooned a psychic, and they would have been able to predict her future.
Oh,
Really?
the
You
drama.
lost me with that one.
Yeah.
The drama.
You lost me. Okay.
Is that it?
No, there's 2 more paragraphs, and then we're
Okay.
done.
Okay.
So I'm about done with this. We finish the meal and I drive her home. While she blabs tales of donkey tail butt plugs and toys I've never even heard of going in places I wish I hadn't heard. So I pull in her driveway. The second the car goes into park, she immediately grabs my nuts. Like specifically targeted them. And it wasn't sexy. It was a hostage situation where she had all the power. Then
Hostage.
she licks the side of my face, chin to hairline, her tongue as big as a Shetland pony. I do not want.
Way these people write these
What the hell is a Shetland
I
pony?
don't even know.
Is it the same as a pseudonym?
No. Shetland is like Scotland, right? Like a Shetland dog is like a Scottish thing.
You think we're gonna know?
Yeah, I don't know. Good point.
Yeah,
From
you
America.
fucking know random stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
Morse code,
Yeah.
pseudonyms.
The list does not go on. Oh, her tongue is big as a Shetland pony. I do not want.
Forget where we left off.
Then she looks me in the eyes and says menacingly, "I'm gonna strap you into my sex dungeon." The fuck you are. I choose life. I think to myself. What? How do-
Oh my god.
This drama.
How do I get out of this? She literally has me by the balls here. So here's what I come up with. I tell her that, hell yeah, let's do it. Really? I have a special
Complete
toy.
opposite of what he said.
He's like, I don't want to do this, so I tell her I want to do it.
It's giving sad.
Same.
Amazing. I tell her that, I have a special toy I keep in my trunk. Is that okay? She says, sure, bring any toys you want. So I tell her to meet me at her doorstep while I bust it out because I want it to be a surprise. As she steps out of the car, she gives me a look that she thinks is sexy,
or something.
but is actually terrifying. The second her feet touch the ground, I slam the car in reverse and fly out of her driveway as fast as my car can go. You know how most people pull out of the driveway, switch to drive, then drive off ahead? I did not do that. I didn't want that 1 second of switching gears to give her the chance to catch me. I pull out of the driveway and just keep going down the street in reverse for like 5 blocks. In
There's
reverse?
no way.
Reverse. This is not a fucking
5
Fast and
blocks.
Furious movie.
Yeah, there's no
This
way.
is so dramatic. Okay. The passenger door was flapping around, still open because I took off before she shut it. When I am satisfied she won't catch me, I close the door, put it in drive, and go home. Gotta get back on that horse, right? Wrong. I got home, iced my balls, and deleted my online dating profile. Not today, Satan.
That's the
Right.
ending sentence.
Why?
This is a little
terrible.
dramatic.
This is terrible
Yeah.
because, like, if this is true, she sexually assaulted him. It's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I read Reddit stories by men, I'm like, I'm not rooting for you.
No.
I'm so sorry.
I'm like,
not
this is a
rooting
little
for
bit
you.
of a dramatic reaction
Stretch.
when you could have said, not tonight.
Yeah.
Have a good one, and
Yeah.
then pull it away.
I
Yeah.
was like hoping for some shoot 'em up bang bang.
Yeah.
Right, like they actually sleep together, and it's like so shocking.
Or like she shoots him.
She murders him, cuts off his balls.
I mean, yeah, she
Yeah.
definitely shouldn't have groped him without asking if it's okay. But
Right.
I just don't trust this narrator. He went backwards for 5 blocks. There wasn't
In
a
reverse, he's
single
like,
car
yeah,
for 5
Like
blocks.
it's Grand Theft Auto or
Right.
something.
And the way he said you could have read her fortune from the hand smack.
Yeah. Well, do you have our second topic?
Yeah, actually. Okay, so we've been talking about internet things. We were talking about Reddit. We were going to talk about ghosting because that's a very digital age
Yes.
thing that we can
Yes.
now do.
Yes.
So ghosting, we're all familiar with it. The
We know what
act
it
of
is.
No, I've
you-
never been ghosted, nor have I
the
ever
Webster
ghosted.
dictionary
Never.
is to
Never.
directly stop speaking to someone who you've been speaking to with no explanation.
Did you look that up right before you came?
No, I just made it up, but it
Okay.
sounded legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go off, ghosting queen.
Go off, pussy boss queen.
I would say I don't ghost that much, but we wanted to talk about, is it ever okay to ghost?
Yes.
And I want to hear
Our
your guys' thoughts on
separate
it.
experiences. I think,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think it's necessary sometimes.
Okay, in what
Yeah.
times is it okay to ghost?
It's for
And I'm not
sure.
saying this to be like, when it's okay. I'm
Yeah.
like genuinely, let's have a
Like an
convo.
actual discussion.
Because I kind of agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for sure. You're going to be dealing with all types of personalities in the dating
Yes.
world.
Yeah.
I don't think you're obligated to give your time to anyone
Mm-mm.
unless, like, you guys are dating, you're taking someone seriously. And it's not that you have to give all your time to them, but
Right.
I just think too many people, like, expect so much out of you in the beginning stages of dating.
Mhm.
And it's like you have your own life, and who knows if you're deserving of that time. Like,
Yes.
I have people in my life that are deserving of that time, which I
Mhm.
make the same amount of effort. I just don't think that should be reciprocated right away.
Yeah. You have to earn that. Like
Yeah.
you literally do not know this person at all.
Mhm.
And you're just expected to like give up all your time now to someone you don't like. You have to earn that.
Yeah.
Well, I would also
Prove
say
yourself.
not even about like giving up too much time, but like if someone ever makes you uncomfortable, you don't have to feel bad about
Yeah,
ghosting. If
100%,
you're talking to a
yeah.
stranger and they ever make you feel uncomfortable, you don't owe them an explanation. You
Yeah,
can just be
agreed.
like, bye.
Yeah.
But I think there is some obligation if you've been talking to someone for a while,
Yes.
and then there might be feelings developed. If you suddenly realize you're not into it, I think think it's a good karma, whatever
Yeah.
you want to call it, to just like actually address the situation and be like, I'm so sorry, I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah.
If I went on like 1 or 2 dates with someone and they asked me to keep going out, I would probably try and be like, you know what, I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah.
That's great for you.
But
Glad you're a-
Yeah, I'm so glad.
yeah.
Well, you
I can't do
did.
the 1 or 2 date thing.
Like if it was 1 or 2 dates, you would just ghost the person if you weren't
Yeah,
feeling it.
no,
Mhm.
it's not
Yeah,
happening.
right.
It
Yeah.
ain't happening.
No.
But maybe you don't have to. I don't know. That's what I mean. It's kind of dicey. I don't know.
I think after one date, you don't owe them anything.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't
And
owe
it's
them
not even
text
from
back.
like a bitchy standpoint. It's more
No.
so like we only have so much effort to give. My effort's already low, and I just feel like I just can't, I don't have that personally in me. But at the same time, like you catch the hint a little bit. If I'm not like texting you and we've been texting and I've gone on 1 to 2 dates with you, then like it probably ain't happening.
Yeah.
I will say too, another time I actually think it's okay, and this is going to be controversial. I see TikToks all the time about this, like where people will be like, we were best friends for 7 years and then she just stopped talking to me and I don't know why. And I always see people being like, fuck people who do that. No. If that happens to you, you might have done something and this person doesn't feel safe enough to talk to you about it because maybe they've tried in the past multiple times. Like, there might be something that you continuously do that doesn't make this other person feel safe to talk to you about. Like, I think usually if you had a friendship that long, you owe it, you should try to have that conversation. But I think there are some instances where someone is like such a toxic or bad friend, or you know you're going to have this conversation because you've had it before and you just don't want to have it anymore.
Yeah.
That it's like, it's okay to ghost them in that situation.
Yeah.
That's true.
Which is kind of harsh, and I know some people would disagree with that, but that's what I think.
No, I mean, I think everybody has different boundaries. If that's a part of your boundaries, then I think it's important to keep those. Like,
That's a great, mature way of putting it.
yeah.
Boundaries.
And I just don't think that it's like black and white for everybody, but essentially with dating, personally, it's not my forefront of my mind at the current moment. So my energy is very low for it. And I already preface that when I like talk to people sometimes too. I will never like hype someone up so much and then ghost them. I feel like that's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Like a love bomb and then a ghost.
Yeah, that's
It's like I
not-
won't be pretending that this is gonna go far.
Right.
No.
Like 9 times out of 10 they
No,
know
that's
that
good.
I'm like,
That's
yeah.
good. I feel like if you're love bombing, it's shitty to ghost.
Yeah, for sure.
it's like do not hype someone up and get them really excited and
Yeah.
put 110 energy into it and
Totally
then
agree.
just ghost. I feel
Totally
like
agree.
that's like a little rough because it's
Yeah.
confusing and why.
Yes. No, that's a great point. In that sense, then I feel like if you've gone on 1 to 2 dates and you're just not putting in effort and then you ghost, I don't feel like that's that bad.
No.
Yeah.
But if you've gone on 1 to 2 dates and you're acting like, I can't wait to see you for the 3rd day,
And you're
Then I
texting all day,
agree.
every day, and then you
And
just
then
stop.
drop. That's like weird behavior to me because I'm like,
Totally agree.
Literally, why? Why did you
Literally
even say
why?
it? It takes zero effort to not say it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's such
It
a
takes
good
so
point.
much extra
Yeah.
effort for you to pretend to be into this.
Yeah.
2 days,
And
like, I
it's
don't
like,
know, it's weird.
We're grown adults. I don't need your love.
No.
So it's just
Right,
shocking to
right.
me that people act like other people need them. I'm like, no, we were born apart from each other. I will
Yeah.
survive without you, but why don't we just like be clear, a little more clear
Yeah.
about like how much energy you're actually trying to put in. If you actually, you know, like
Yeah.
just don't be weird about it from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why I'm glad we had this conversation because I feel like some people are like, ghosting is bad, you should never do it. But I feel like there is nuance to it. There are levels to
I don't
it.
think there's a black and white, you should ghost or you shouldn't ghost. I think sometimes you should. I think it's necessary sometimes.
Yeah.
But something you mentioned earlier that you said to me a while ago was just like your karma. And I do think about that now when like I recently ghosted someone as I was headed to their house. And I felt bad about
Let's
it.
back that up. You ghosted someone that you're heading to their house.
While they were in the shower getting ready for me to come over,
You ghosted them?
I blocked them on everything and turned around. So
No, you didn't.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, I did that and I was like, this is a shitty thing to do. And I feel bad about this. And this is going to come back to bite me in the butt. And surely enough, not even an hour later, a man had me standing out front.
That's
He
so
was
true.
driving over. And then he blocked me on everything. And I was like, well,
No way.
well,
Okay, but I
here
will
it is.
say, in your defense, you suddenly got a huge scary vibes from that man, and that's why you
Yeah.
blocked him, right?
Mhm.
And I think that's okay. If you suddenly feel uncomfortable, it doesn't matter. You've never met this guy in your life.
That's true.
He does something that makes you feel uncomfortable. you're fine to do that.
Mhm.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I just also...
But it is...
I should have just said something. Like, I don't know. I did feel a little bad about it because he wasn't like creepy. I just was like getting weirded out.
Okay, yeah, I hear you.
But then within the hour, the same thing happened to me, and I was like, well, there it is. I mean,
that's insane.
Yeah. I had this friend who used to always talk about dating karma. So she would always be like, don't ghost people, communicate because that's what you would want, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like there's levels to that.
yeah. If you're scared
But
and you
it
ghost
is-
someone,
yeah.
I don't think that's bad karma or anything. But
Yeah.
it is just, if you ghost someone,
Interesting.
you know, would you like to be ghosted? You do have to think about that too if it's, you know, someone you've been talking
The
to.
dichotomy of ghosting.
The dichotomy of ghosting.
When was the most recent ghosting for you?
That I've ghosted or been ghosted?
Both.
I ghosted that girl who stood me up. She said that we were gonna go.
Oh yes.
Guys, get this excuse. We were gonna go on a date. She texts me. We were texting, like, making the whole plans. Also, she's already talked about our second date. She's also joking about if we ever get married. I was like, okay.
The love bomber ghoster.
Yeah,
The
shocker.
love bombing.
Then, an hour before our date, she goes, my sister is missing. Now, this sounds terrible because I'm talking about this as if it's not true.
It's not true.
Right.
But
I'll
her
say it.
sister's missing. So I'm like,
Insert
okay.
the milk carton here.
Here's her missing persons poster.
I hope she finds this at some point.
Yes, please.
I don't believe you.
You are a liar.
So yeah, she says her fucking sister is missing. So I'm like, I can't be an asshole and be like, no, she's not, bitch. So I'm like, okay, no worries at all. Like, don't stress. Like, focus on that. She just sends this paragraph, like, adding to the lore. Like, it felt like J.R.R. Tolkien, like, building the fucking orcs of whatever. Like, just adding to the fantasy.
No. And in my head, I was like, oh my god, they probably both understand this.
No, I didn't get that one.
I was like,
You guys,
J.R.
the
Tolkien
author
building
of the Lord of the Rings?
You think we know?
Author?
He's so famous.
I've never even heard that name. Say it again.
I'm not doing it.
J.R. Falcon? What is it?
That's not it.
Anyway, back to me.
You just never know.
Right.
So she says this lore text. I don't really know what to say. Conveniently, 2 hours later, when I said I would have been busy, I wasn't busy. I just said that because I like to have an end time for dates in case I have a terrible time.
Right.
She conveniently texts me and says the sister's been found. Conveniently right when I'm busy at the end of her day. And I was like, And so I was like, that's great. Then she goes, you know what would really cheer me up? You should send me, like, some of your TikToks and stuff. And I was like, huh? Ghosted the shit out of her.
Yeah.
I don't want to meet you in person. I just want to watch you online.
Yeah, so weird. Here's the thing. I know she's lying for this reason. If my sibling
right, you said
went
this.
missing,
You said this.
you
It's
think
such a good
I'm
point.
texting the Tinder person I've never met?
Yeah.
No, I
you're
am
like,
going out there to find my
We
brother.
always share each other our location, and she's having trouble. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, literally, Bessie, we've never fucking met.
I'm like, Mom, hold on. Let me really quickly just tell this person I've never met all the details.
That's very
of this.
true.
No.
Like, that you would be the first to be ghosted.
Absolutely.
If my sister was missing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't talk to either of you. Like, I would just jump and start dealing with the situation. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not texting
So
my
true.
Tinder person that I've never met.
And then the last time I got ghosted, it was this guy, you guys, and we matched on Hinge, and I was actually really into him. You know, I'm never, like, into people. We had, like, great texting banter and chemistry. There were a couple times it kind of fell off, and I would, like, reinitiate the conversation, and then finally he, like, ghosted me for, like, the third time, and I was like, okay, we really need to let this go. He just,
What
like...
was his name?
I don't remember.
What was his full government name?
Where does he live?
What's his addy?
Tell us.
Maybe he was the missing sister. Who knows?
Imagine
Twist!
they were like texting each other. They're like, "Oh fuck!"
It's like, oh, it's this bitch again. Just tell her a lie. Tell her anything.
Tell her I went missing, but I'm a girl.
And he was giving it to me like, oh my god, I can't
He was
wait to
giving it
meet
to you?
you. Like, you know, give me the good
Your
stuff.
crotch touching.
Crotch, what was the word?
We were
He said
15 and we were
grinding?
about
Grinding the
to.
crotch.
What did he say?
Grind
Smash?
crotches.
No.
Screw.
Oh, screw.
Screw. The worst word ever.
Yeah. So that was me. What about you guys? That was a good question.
The last time I got ghosted and ghosted.
Yeah, we know the last time you ghosted someone was the man you were on the way to his house.
And then got ghosted.
Oh yeah, there
Yeah,
you
that was
go.
within
There
the
you
hour.
go. Okay.
Yeah.
So
That was like 2 weeks ago.
60
When did we do Dreamscape?
minutes.
It was like 2 weeks ago. That was recent.
There's 60 seconds in 1 minute, and he witnessed only 60 of those before he got ghosted.
Yep.
Okay.
Not even, I don't even think it was an hour.
That's insanity.
Yeah,
Probably
that's
within like 15 minutes.
wild.
That truly traumatized me. I'd be like, God?
Yeah, I was like, well, I'm going to bed now.
Let's keep in mind that we had been to Dreamscape earlier that day. It's like 9:30, 10 when we separate. I'm like, everyone's going to bed. The night's over. He goes, yeah, I was going to hook up with a man, and then a man was coming over to my house. I was like, after the plans? The night? Who had the time?
It's never over, Alexa.
It was a school
good
night.
point.
Never over.
Never.
This man will out hear the door slam at 1 a.m. and I'm like, where is he going? Where's he
Wait,
going?
actually?
There's been times where you've
Sometimes.
left really late.
Yeah.
And
It's
I
to get.
To get that good
Where is
good.
he going?
So tell us yours.
Yours.
Kitten.
Yeah, so
I'm actually curious. I'm wondering which of the stories.
I don't know either. The last time I got ghosted.
Would you say you ghosted?
No. Because I called him and had a conversation on the phone about why I did
You're
not
a good
date him.
person. No, you're a good person.
I
And I
needed
think
that
that
whole
was one of those
conversation.
situations where you needed to do it.
Yeah.
And you did.
Okay, I was essentially going on multiple dates
You
with
were,
this man, and
He
he
was so into you.
obsessed with me. One will say, and I only I
so
say that,
boring,
I say
sorry.
that rarely, but he literally said how much
No,
he
he
liked
was
me.
obsessed.
I was like, yeah, and I was just like, why?
The first night we introduced them, like, I'm not even kidding you guys. 10 seconds in, I was like, oh my god, this man's fallen in love.
He already knew he wanted to meet me before I met him. So
Right,
let's just
I
Right.
forgot about
preface that.
Right.
And I-
Crazy.
Now we're out of here.
Remember we thought he had a crush on me?
Yeah, because he said, Seth, I have a crush on you?
Yeah.
It was joking.
Silly of
Crazy
us
how
to
that
think
works.
that.
Those words.
We homie hopper.
Ew.
Ah,
Wait,
right,
wait,
there's
oh,
always
oh,
one.
I said
Eskimo
sisters
sisters.
or whatever.
Yeah, so I felt the need to call him for sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
The last time I got ghosted would probably be like when's the last time I talked to a man? Probably
One of the ones that like yelled at you in the street or something.
someone yelled at me in the street.
Don't multiple men like come up to you and ask you out? There was the one man who rolled down his window. There was the other man.
That's
who
Yeah,
stop
I guess I
traffic.
can tell that story. So the last time I ghosted someone,
She's like, I can't keep track. Like, people stop traffic.
Yeah,
Well,
was that
no,
the one
but I
that
didn't-
crashed his car in the ditch to see me?
I wouldn't consider those ghosting though. I just don't talk. I didn't like him.
But did you? Yeah. Did
I
you
never
stop
like
talking to
let
them?
him on.
Right. Okay.
No, we just didn't talk.
Did that guy ghost you, the one who played the guitar for you?
Oh yeah.
Kind of. He just like didn't
He did
talk
reply
to
to
me.
your text,
But that's-
right?
yeah,
It was
he
just
really-
a lame reply.
Yeah. No, I think he actually ghosted me. Yeah,
That's a good story.
perfect. Yeah, that's the last time I got ghosted.
That was so stupid.
Okay, so this man, I met him at a bar. This is why I don't like meeting in bars. Yeah, so we were drunk on like a football day, and he made every effort to come and like talk to me and meet me
Yeah.
and like come back to this
He
bar
was
after
laying
and
it
hang
on
out,
thick.
laying it on thick. And I went back to his house afterwards. We didn't do anything. We just cuddled. He serenaded me for 2 hours first, and then we cuddled and talked about life. So one can imagine that I thought he'd talk to me the next day. You know what I mean?
I would think so.
Yeah.
No, you went
one
too far.
can imagine. Yeah.
Spending the entire
it was
day with
my
him.
fault for thinking too much.
Yeah, it's,
Right.
it's your fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
Victim blame.
The first red flag was when he was kissing me by. He never said, like, one, get home safe. I was driving home at night. And then two, never said, like, I'll talk to you soon.
Oh,
You know,
It was just like,
interesting.
bye.
Yeah, he just literally said bye. And I was like, bye. But in my head, he was for sure texting me in the morning.
Yeah,
so I was like,
absolutely.
Sure, the
he's
way
like,
he was
this
acting.
man, yeah.
Yeah.
So never texted me for days. And then I ended up texting him when I went back out. Maybe it was a week later or something like that. I don't remember. It was like when I watched football again. And I had said something. Or no, it was like a few days later. And I said something about a song. And then he texted me back like 3 hours later. And then I was like, fuck that. So I didn't text him back. And I got annoyed. And then I texted him again that following Sunday when we were watching football, and I just said something about his team losing, and then he said something, then I said something, and then he never texted me back. Then I
Ever.
deleted his number and blocked him.
As
Good.
we should.
Good.
Yeah.
He
So-
will not be reaching back out to you.
He probably didn't reach back out to me, but it helped me feel better.
Yeah.
To
About
segue
myself.
from this, also we don't need to talk about this. We can cut this if we don't want. But I heard that Church Boy was on a reality show where he dates moms.
Yes.
It's the most horrifying show
Are we
Yeah.
okay
to
to
watch.
talk about this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Kristen.
Stream it live on
Maybe block that.
Kristen met this hot man at church, and we harassed her to follow him on Instagram and DM him. And then you guys need to tell me how you found out he was on a reality show where the young men date each other's moms. That's the premise.
It's literally called stalking Alexa. Okay, he didn't tell me that he was on a reality show.
I should have.
Me and this man have only ever talked in our DMs.
He's a man of God and a man of that's all we know. Lord.
So I don't know much about him. I've talked to him once at church, okay? So we just talk in our DMs, and I asked him to save me a seat in church. Let me tell the story. Actually, I haven't told you. I asked him to save me. So we've been talking. He slides in my DMs sometimes. I slide in his.
I knew that.
You know, it's fine. But he never asked me to fucking hang out. So I was like, okay.
Well, because
someone. I strapped on my big. And I said, I will be asking this man of God out in church.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Even though it didn't go well, I'm proud.
Well, I'll tell you what happened because I'm a fucking weirdo. So I asked him to save me a spot in church. He goes, yeah, absolutely, of course. And like I said how I like that he sits in the front. This man got front row seating to church. And I saw me and Michelle had like came a little late. And I was telling her like, I'm a little nervous. And I was like, he's going to be in the front row. I just don't want to like go and walk past everyone. Like, what if he didn't save the seat? And we got there, and I stood and stared at the back of him as he so kindly saved me a front row seat.
You did not.
We sat in the back. I never talked to him after. I didn't say one single word.
Why?
I don't know. I panicked.
That's so
No,
sad.
front row is a big no.
So bad for him.
But I was like, we really had to get the front row, my
front
guy. I did not want
Didn't
that.
you say I like how you sit in the front row?
Not front row, just the
No,
front.
yeah. You don't sit in the front row at
I
church.
don't want to have like a second meeting in the front row.
You have to walk in front of everyone.
Yeah, no, I was like, no. But my plan was to talk to him after church. I truly had it in my head. I was like, I'll just talk to him after church. It's fine. And mind you, I'm just trying to befriend him at this point. I'm not like romantically like, let me go.
Did he disappear?
No, we did.
Oh, you did talk to him.
I'm the one who disappeared.
We left. We just left.
Oh, so you didn't talk to him?
No.
But you wanted to?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
You wanted
and then
to.
I don't want to like slide in the DMs again. It's just too much DMs. We need to talk in person. So next time I see him, maybe I'll bring it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So is that considered ghosting?
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
I can bleep the name of the show because that.
Yeah, let's bleep it.
Yeah.
So then I just did some stalking on his Instagram as one does, and everything he was tagged in was like weird.
I was gonna say, so he's
Weird-
not posting it.
weird
It's
stuff.
tags.
Yeah. Weird.
I would say
Yeah.
like photos being posted.
But I was just nothing registered in my head because I was like, what the hell is this? Like he is into like acting. Blah, blah, blah.
need to watch
It
it.
said
It's
it was on
traumatizing.
and I literally go, is this a show? And then me and Seth looked it up. It was a show. And the premise was that moms go on an island with their sons that are in their 20s.
20s.
And they bring their son to date the other moms.
One of the ladies
In the same
is
room.
60.
Yeah. With a 23-year-old.
23
Yeah.
and 60.
They're not ugly, but it
No.
seemed uncomfortable.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no
yeah,
one wanted
yeah,
to be
It seems
on this
like the
Milky
guys
Island.
don't want to be there.
So
They
it's just
don't like the
confusing.
women.
It's
the women are
confusing.
like, how big's your dick? Like, it's
Yes.
just really bizarre.
The one of the sons got their package grabbed at night and groped, and they were making out in bed, and the mom was the next bed over.
She was like, come here, daddy. And the mom is sitting
Yes.
right here, laying in the bed.
Literally the next bed over.
What?
The show is
The
traumatizing.
Yes.
fuck. That's
And
why
like-
this man found God afterwards. He was
No,
like,
they apparently all have God on that show. Some lady
Yes.
goes, this is why God put me here. Yeah.
Yeah, she makes out with a 20-year-old and was like, God ordained this.
Yes.
And we're like, huh?
And then block that out. Does a church boy does a strip tease dance in front of all of them? They go,
This
he got
is
me
so
so
Yeah.
hot. It was the worst dancing that I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
He, at one point, started nay-naying, shirtless.
I want to add the clip here so bad.
No
I wish
offense
we
to
could.
you, my man. It wasn't great.
It wasn't good
But
dancing.
You're hot.
And what was his secret that got told? They all told secrets.
Oh my God. His
One of
secret,
the moms
yes.
slept with her son's best friend.
Yeah. And it like he was so over
He
her.
was
He was like, I want to
traumatized.
leave, like pissed off, and she was like laughing, and then she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, you fucked his best friend. You think
That
that's
is
okay?
messed up.
It was
This
shocking.
is not real.
Church boy's secret was that he grinded on a grandma and got hard.
Yeah.
What just happened?
I was
Did you
like-
not remember?
Yeah, it was like.
Yeah. No, I had to hear you say it.
Well, I'm not on, yeah.
It's so weird. That was weird.
That's what just happened, and I was like, as you guys are like,
What if that's how we communicated from now on?
We're just like,
I would kill myself. No, I wouldn't. I'd kill you both first.
you come over, we're like,
Hi, Alexa.
Ew! It's giving mom and son, just saying.
I know, we're like, let's go on.
Should we? No,
Yeah.
the show is really
Okay,
traumatizing.
wait. Okay, to
Shocking.
follow that up.
Do you have something to follow that up?
Right.
What? What?
Spit it out or get out.
Say it.
How much money would you have to be paid to go on the version of this with your dad?
No money.
There is
No money.
not a number.
No. We talked about that. Never would we ever.
No, I couldn't
Because-
either. I
no.
couldn't either.
If my dad was getting hard next to
No.
me,
Ah!
never.
I didn't think about that. I mostly thought about hooking up with other dads, and I was like, that's not that bad, but you have to remember your dads.
I would.
One of them went on a double date. Their mom was like cadoodling this 20-year-old.
No.
While they were cadoodling.
I would throw up. How do you get hard when your parents are there?
You don't.
Or do ya?
Yeah. It's a
Well, I'm
family
saying-
trauma. To
No, I'm saying, didn't they? Aren't these people?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
they're
so-
hard.
Yeah.
They also are like pouring alcohol down these people's
Okay,
throats.
yeah,
They're
they
all
have
drunk
to.
at
They
all
have to
times.
be.
And then Churchborn goes on a date in the club with his mom. And at the club, he was talking to the girl he chose. Out of all the women, he chose this one lady. And she goes, so who are you most attracted to? He goes, probably Paola. Or names every other woman
Names
except
any other
for her.
lady.
And then she goes, who are you interested in? He was like, probably Lori. Like, names other women. And she goes, why did he ask me all this?
Like, I'm into everyone else.
Yeah.
Not really her.
And I was
Why
like,
did he bring her then?
well, then that part, I was like, church boy is confusing. No.
He's
I
confusing
see.
these 60-year-old
I see,
women.
I see.
Imagine
Yeah.
him hanging out with me, and then he's like, yeah, I love your best friend, Michelle.
Yeah, exactly. It is giving
She's
that.
hotter. Alexa, I'm
Yeah.
really into. Like, just listing
Seth, I
everyone.
think
When he
I'm going
asks
both
you
ways.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
That
good
was
on this topic.
That's our
fascinating.
recap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bleep
That's-
all of
Yeah.
those
We have
words.
to
That
bleep
is
so many words.
great content,
Yeah,
though.
I know.
Holy. What a great story.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said most people can't even find the person they're interested in's Instagram.
Yeah.
We have hours of footage of this
Yeah.
man
Yeah.
grinding on
Need
grandmas.
to see this. I
He
need to see
is
this.
barely in it. It's frustrating.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're like,
that's
where
sad.
is?
Yeah,
we have to sit through all this garbage
Yeah.
till we finally see
He
him.
probably
see
wasn't giving
Paola.
enough for the reality show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, on his little bio thing, it's like trying to go to the NFL, and I was like, maybe don't go on.
Is this a good career start
Yeah.
for you?
I was like,
Ugh.
anyways, topic number 3.
What was our third topic again?
Was it Selena?
Oh, yeah. Gotta keep an
Ooh.
eye out for Selena.
I feel like that's heavy. I mean, not heavy, but is it gonna be long for 15 minutes or no?
We could just chat about it like how we did.
Try and be
Okay.
quick about it.
I don't know if you all have noticed on TikTok, the whole Selena, Haley, and Justin and Kylie drama.
That's happening.
Let's talk about it.
We were going to discuss maybe like that along with the premise of Mean Girls and our
Mhm.
experiences with Mean Girls and that whole vibe. So I guess if you're living under a rock, the general premise is that Haley, and I'm also not convinced how much of this is true, but I also do think it's true. It's, you
Mhm.
know, what do you know? But it seems like Haley Bieber and Kylie and like the Kardashians are kind of like low-key bullying or making fun of Selena, like about her weight and like making fun of her appearance and things like that. And it's becoming this huge like, wasn't there like a war on like who could get the most followers between Kylie and
Mhm.
Selena or whatever?
Mhm.
And I feel like it's just opened up a lot of conversations that I've seen on different platforms about Mean Girls and like what it is to be a mean girl and like
Bullying,
yeah.
all of that crap.
Yeah.
But I mean, it does translate to mean girls, I guess, in like mean people in our own lives.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Do you guys have any experiences with Mean Girls?
oh, do we?
Oh,
Yeah,
do
honestly,
we?
I have like college time was pretty
Really?
rough at some point.
Mean Girls in college?
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
feel like I avoided them in college. It was more high school.
No, I never had any mean girls in high school because I was
Really? Okay,
homecoming
tell us about
queen.
it. Really? College for you too? That's true.
Yeah,
Wait,
my
what did you
friends
say?
said. What?
What did you say?
I was playing
I
Quidditch.
said I
so-
was the same.
Gotcha.
So I didn't
Same
have
with
drama
college.
in like
Yeah,
high
yeah.
school, but college, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like, well, being in a sorority, you're going to get some
That makes
cattiness.
sense,
And
yeah.
towards, like, it was, like, supposed to be girls that were, like, my best friends at the time. It just got really bad, and I never really experienced, you know, that kind of bullying,
It's
I guess you could
horrible.
say.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
It's like so insidious, you know?
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
like
It's like
secretly
evil.
It's
Yeah.
terrible when you like your best friends are supposed to be like ones that don't judge you, you know, and like help you through things, and then they like all turn your back on each other. And then I found better best friends. That's who I found like my best friends now. But
Yeah.
you know, at that point, it was just like very confusing for me. And then you start to feel like a bad person, and you're not like worthy of anything. So
Yeah.
I think it just like really fucks with you.
It
Yeah, that's
really fucks
terrible.
with you for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my main one, I think.
That's horrible. Because I just think, like, what if we started, like, just being mean to Alexa?
You're
Like,
not
that's
mean
just...
to me.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Can you shut up? He's talking.
Yeah.
It's always
I'm in the
like
middle
it's
of my
this
story.
light banter. Like I know that there's love and security there, but there's a fine line because there
Mhm.
can be like relationships where they like do pick on someone, but it's like not that.
Yeah, you're like,
feeling
is
of,
this
like,
joking?
yes, you know.
Or do they hate her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first mean girl experience was like when I moved. I was like 12, middle school, when everyone's so nice.
Mhm.
I moved to a new school and became friends with these girls. It was the worst, truly the worst time of my life. It was horrible. They did the whole like secretly on a 3-way call tried to get me to talk shit about the other girls, like the whole thing.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
What's the
Psycho
time?
behavior.
One of them would call me up and be like, "So, was pissing you off today?" And I'd be like, and I had no friends. I was brand new, so I was like, "Was she making you mad?" Like, I'm like, "Do you want me to say it?"
Mm-hmm.
And then like it would suddenly be revealed. It's like, "Oh, so you do have something to say?" And I'm like,
Oh my god.
"You guys
What?
truly-"
They watch Mean Girls too much.
Yeah, that is
it
like
felt
psycho.
like the plot of Mean Girls.
Yeah.
I was the new girl. I literally was wearing shirts from Target. I was ugly. I was Katie.
So you're
I'm
saying
from Africa.
Lindsay
I'm
Lohan's
from
ugly.
America. No, she's literally beautiful.
Right.
So you think you're pretty.
You think
And
you're
then I
really pretty.
kind of like became a little bit like these girls, I will say, to survive for a
You
little
were a
bit.
plastic.
And then I was like, let's not say that we were cool.
Right.
And then by the end of like grade 8, I brought the other two girls aside and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I hate the Regina George of our group. I'm leaving. And they were like, we're coming with you. And then we like had this whole, it was a whole,
This was so
horrible.
dramatic
This
for
is
middle
so
school.
dramatic.
Are you kidding? Middle school's so dramatic. What do you mean?
Middle school is pretty dramatic.
Everyone is so dramatic
Yeah.
and mean.
Everyone's
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah.
When I used to teach
13-year-olds
kids,
are evil.
Yeah,
when I
Pretty
used to
sure
teach
we got-
kids, as soon as they were 12, I was like, don't put me with the fucking 12-year-olds. They would bully the shit out of me. The fucking 12-year-olds.
Honestly, now that I think about it, that's pretty true. Like, middle school is brutal. And that
Middle
is around
school
the
is
time that
brutal.
Mean Girls came out, because
Yes.
we made a burn book.
You did? Not
Yeah.
her being like, I never phased middle school. Anyway, we had a burn book.
She was
Well,
a fugly
It
slut.
just, when you said that, I'm like, they probably were doing the same things as, like, that movie or something. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's
It
literally
seems like
the
it.
same time.
Right?
Yes.
And we
yes.
Yeah.
Maybe
That
around
movie
the
was
same
early.
time.
I mean, why I wouldn't make a burn book on my own?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
It
right,
was
right, right. No,
definitely
you definitely
Because
saw that
of that
concept
movie.
somewhere. But it's horrible. It's
Crazy.
like you said, you feel horrible about
Mhm.
yourself. Just horrible. I've never had a man make me feel as bad as Mean Girls. That's not true.
It's so true. I mean, it's true sometimes. I feel like a man can never, like,
Yeah, it's like a
get me
smarter,
that deep.
It's a smarter
Yeah,
evil.
it's
I
like
don't
a
know.
different.
Uh-huh.
It's just because you fall out of love with the man, and then you're like,
Yeah,
you're
you're-
nothing.
yeah,
anyway.
You're trash.
But I think, like, with friends, that will always cut because you're
Right.
like,
Yeah, we were
Why?
like,
Like-
for months
Yeah.
or years, we
It's
were
like,
friends.
You also had a horrible experience with Mean Girls.
Yeah.
You don't have
How
to
much
share.
time
if
do
you
we
don't wanna
have?
Share.
I mean, I don't mind sharing. It's just
4 minutes and 50
yeah, it's
seconds.
kind of a long story.
I'm gonna give a summary.
Yeah, basically, my friends, my freshman year of college, we all lived on the same dorm floor, so we were together 24 hours a day. You know the vibes. Like everyone was
Yes.
in my room all the time,
Yes.
and basically, they would use my laptop to watch movies because it had the biggest screen. And one day I left, and they were watching a movie on my screen, my laptop. And when I left, they snooped through my laptop and found, I was in the closet at this point. They found messages of mine with guys, and they read them aloud. One of them pretended to be me, and then the other one pretended to be the guy. And these were like sexual messages, like
You weren't in the room.
horrifying. No, they were just doing it like while I was gone, and then they found something that I wrote about them and read through my text messages, read through all of my stuff, my whole laptop.
That is the ultimate invalidation of trust.
Yeah. And then they removed me from the group message.
Oh my
They removed me
God.
from the group message. They removed me. They removed me.
That goes to show their
Yeah.
character, though. That goes to show their character. And then I bet they tried to spin it as, fuck you, you're a terrible person
Yes.
for what
Yeah.
you wrote.
Yeah.
What
The one thing I
fuck?
said was like, I
Just
want.
a direct message from me to you fuckers.
Yeah.
Ding.
Literally
Still talk to
eat
some of them.
shit.
It's just like shocking when people are mean to you and then you react and then
Yes.
they're like, "Why are you? You're
Yes.
fuck
You're
you."
so
And I'm
mean.
Like, what?
And that's the thing I feel like in middle school or when you're younger, you believe them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you're old enough to go, what is wrong with you? You go, oh, I shouldn't be getting.
Why am I getting
What did I
mad?
do wrong? What did
Yeah.
I do wrong?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then
Sick.
what I said about them was I want friends that I'm proud of, and that became they named their group message friends that I'm proud of. So then I got home to my friends and I posted us on my Instagram story and said friends that I'm proud of. They took a photo of all of us, uploaded it to their story, scribbled me out of it, and said
No,
friends
this
I'm
is
proud of.
Mean.
We were 19.
Yeah, like the
yeah,
most
this
petty.
is some like childish.
Scribbled
shit.
me out of the photo.
I'd be like, remember who started the wars?
You
Yeah.
snooped through my laptop.
Yeah.
I had a girl who did that once. I stopped being her friend because she was a psycho, and no, she made a Tumblr blog that said she was gonna. That was the most.
Alexa, no.
Hi.
Honey,
And
honey.
then took a bunch of pictures.
Shocking thing.
You just moved on? That's like threatening murder.
Yeah, but I could take this bitch. I wasn't afraid. And then she took old pictures of us and like did the same thing to me. She would like edit other people's face over my face.
That is horrible.
Mean girls are
Has
awful.
the time.
She has like since very much apologized. She was like, I was unhinged. I was like, yes, you were. But
She was photoshopping photos
Yeah.
of you.
This
Like,
is like-
do your homework.
Kids not knowing how to handle their emotions
Yes,
and like
so true,
ripping
so
everyone
true.
a new asshole around them.
They're so evil.
But in my head, I'm like, don't we all just want to have fun? I was always so
Yeah.
confused in college. I just like,
Why?
can't we just have fun?
yeah.
Like
no,
I
it makes
hate that
sense.
we're
The
fighting.
drama, the
I lived
arguing.
with like the mean girl that was trying to block me out of the friend group. I lived with her. So then
That's
she would come home
awful.
and then we would all not be talking to her because it was I lived with at the time. And so then we would not talk to her. And I was like, don't you feel
talk
weird?
about that Fourth
Mhm.
person. You said
Yeah.
that.
And I was just like, this could have stopped, but you're fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So no, it never stopped. And then we just never became friends again.
Mm-hmm. That's
Sometimes
terrible.
you gotta walk away from those relationships because those people have a lot to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people figure out sooner than others.
Realistically, we all have a lot to figure out and we have a lot
Yes,
of issues
course,
dealing with
of
in
course.
college. But I feel like it's how you go about like carrying those grudges. I'm like, we could have a fight, but why?
Yeah.
What's the lingering mean
Right.
bullying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what the fuck? I
Let
would
it
literally
go.
never think to do that to people. I was
Yeah.
so
Totally.
confused. I was like, you guys are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, psycho.
And I can't believe this was happening to you both in college. Like
In
that's like young
college.
adults. I know you're still stupid and young, but like
We
It-
like
it was middle
moved
school
out of our
behavior.
house. Like we were
Yeah.
living by ourselves in New York City. Like we were adults.
Yeah.
It was just shocking. I was like, why?
Maybe
an
it's because
awful
we're
story.
so great.
Great.
And I just
don't say that.
we have 10 seconds.
Okay, how should we conclude this?
So kiss your friends that you love.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Ghost
kick
people
'em.
if you wanna. Don't.
Yeah.
Do
better.
Bye.
Love you. See you next time.
See ya, sugar tits.
Recording.
Yeah.